Rikishi is flapping those gums again.
He is. He is.
And this is the epitome in my eyes of fickle fans. Because if we're really going to look at Rikishi and the things that he has been saying over the past year or whatever, specifically about Jey Uso, he is fickle as fickle comes, because for months and months he was complaining about how Jey needed to be, in the main event scene. He should be the world champion, blah, 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 right? They finally have him win the Royal Rumble. They make him the world heavyweight champion at WrestleMania. And this mother effer sitting on his podcast complaining about Jey Uso and his booking. And I'm not saying, he's upset because he's having a tag match at the Money in the Bank, but I'm like, also, like, come on, like, it's not uncommon for the champions to not defend their titles at Money in the Bank because of the Money in the Bank cash-in possibility. It's like, that's kind of why
and
they
SummerSlam's the next one.
Yeah. But like, it's just kind of, I don't know. It just becomes a joke at this point, because it's like, you were complaining about him not being elevated to where you felt like he should be, and now that he's there, you're still complaining. It's like nothing they do will make you happy. But I don't know. I feel like it's not a great look when it's like you're asking that they just give Jey the world, that everything should be perfect for him. He should be having the best title run ever. He should be getting all the main event spots. He should be doing this and he should be doing that. And it's like, do you feel that way about everybody who's world heavyweight champion?
Exactly.
Because your son shouldn't be treated any differently or more special than like somebody else. Like, I don't know. I think it's another reason why it's hard to take it seriously, because of who it's coming from. It's like, your daddy, we get it, but like, can we stop talking about it? Like, how are you complaining when he's world heavyweight champion?
It just feels like he's complaining to complain.
Well, like, he doesn't go to bat like this for Jimmy. He doesn't say shit about Jimmy. So what does that say? You know what I'm saying?
What does that say?
Like, Jimmy is good too. And it's like, I'm not saying that Jimmy should be WWE champion. I'm not saying that. But why is it the focus is always on Jey? Why don't you go to bat for your other kid? Like, because like, he should be on TV. Why shouldn't he be like in the US title scene? What are we talking about? Why is it always Jey when Jey has had a far better singles career than Jimmy has? Like, at least if you were complaining about like, oh, I wish Jimmy was getting more opportunities, you could understand that, right? Because like, his and Jay's careers are so contrasted, like they're so different. And it's like, okay, if Rikishi was doing that, you could chop it up to be like, oh, daddy's mad, whatever. But like, at the same time, it'd be like, no, I get it. Like, yeah, Jimmy hasn't been doing anything since they split up the Usos.
If he was complaining about Jimmy, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
you're right.
Exactly.
He hasn't been.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. It's just kind of funny because, I get it. You're going to defend your kid and you're going to want your kid to, be in the best position possible and whatever. But it's like, you're also talking about your kid who no one ever thought was going to be a singles champion. He becomes a singles champion at WrestleMania against a guy who has only lost like 3 times in his entire career. And you're still sitting here complaining not even 2 months later. Like, what?